Welcome to SPASRO. Hello ladies and gentlemen, today we will see about Mars and Rahu in 5th house. In astrology, the interpretation of a natal chart involves analyzing the placement of planets and other celestial bodies in the various houses and signs of the zodiac. The 5th house in astrology is associated with creativity, romance, children, and self-expression. When you mention that Mars and Rahu are in the 5th house, it suggests that these two planets are positioned in your natal chart in the 5th house. Here's a general interpretation of Mars and Rahu in the 5th house. 1. Mars in the 5th house. Mars is a planet associated with energy, assertiveness, and action. When placed in the 5th house, it can indicate a strong drive for self-expression and creativity. You may have a passionate and dynamic approach to creative pursuits, such as art, sports, or hobbies. There can be a competitive and determined nature when it comes to matters of the heart and romantic relationships. This placement can also suggest a tendency towards impulsiveness and a fiery temperament in matters related to children, education, and entertainment. 2. Rahu in the 5th house. Rahu is known as the north node of the moon and is associated with desires, ambitions, and unconventional behavior. When Rahu is in the 5th house, there may be a strong desire for recognition and attention in creative endeavors. You might be drawn to unconventional or avant-garde forms of self-expression and entertainment. There can be a certain restlessness and a need for variety in your romantic and creative pursuits. Rahu's presence in this house can sometimes indicate unexpected and unpredictable events or experiences related to children or speculative activities. It's important to note that the interpretation of a natal chart is highly individualized, and the overall influence of Mars and Rahu in the 5th house will depend on the specific aspects they make to other planets, their sign placements, and the overall configuration of the birth chart. It's advisable to consult with a professional astrologer for a more in-depth analysis tailored to your unique chart and life circumstances. Certainly, I can provide some additional insights into Mars and Rahu in the 5th house in astrology. 3. Creativity and passion. With Mars in the 5th house, you may possess a great deal of creative energy and passion. This can manifest in various ways, such as pursuing artistic talents, engaging in competitive sports, or taking on leadership roles in creative projects. Your creative drive is likely to be strong, and you may have a natural talent for asserting yourself in artistic or performance-related fields. 4. Romantic and sexual expression. Mars in the 5th house can indicate a strong and passionate approach to romance and sexuality. You may be enthusiastic and assertive in pursuing romantic interests. This placement can also suggest a need for excitement and adventure in your romantic life, and you might be attracted to partners who are dynamic and confident. 5. Desire for recognition. Rahu in the 5th house often indicates a desire for recognition and fame, particularly in the realm of creative endeavors. You may have a strong urge to stand out and be noticed for your talents. There can be a tendency to seek unconventional or unique forms of self-expression in order to gain attention and admiration. 6. Challenges and potential pitfalls. Mars and Rahu together in the 5th house can sometimes lead to impulsive actions and risky behavior, especially in matters related to romance, gambling, or speculative investments. It's important to be mindful of the potential for excessive desire for attention and recognition, as this can sometimes lead to ego conflicts or a lack of fulfillment if these desires are not met. 7. Children and parenting. Mars in the 5th house can indicate a strong and active role in parenting. You may be very involved in the upbringing and education of your children, and you might encourage them to be competitive and ambitious. Rahu's presence in this house can bring unpredictability and unexpected events related to children, so it's essential to be flexible and open-minded in your approach to parenting. Remember that astrology is a complex and multifaceted system, and individual interpretations can vary based on the entire birth chart. The placement of other planets, aspects, and the signs in which Mars and Rahu are located will also influence their expression in the 5th house. For a more detailed analysis of your specific birth chart, consulting with a professional astrologer is recommended. Certainly, here are some additional insights into the combination of Mars and Rahu in the 5th house in astrology. 8. Risk-taking and speculation. Mars in the 5th house can make you inclined to take risks, and when combined with Rahu's desire for excitement, you may be drawn to speculative activities such as gambling, investments, or adventurous pursuits. It's important to exercise caution in these areas, as the presence of Rahu can lead to impulsive decisions and unexpected outcomes. 9. Artistic pursuits. With Mars and Rahu in the 5th house, you may have a unique and unconventional approach to artistic expression. Your creative endeavors may challenge traditional norms and push the boundaries of conventional art forms. This placement can be beneficial for pursuing careers in avant-garde art, performance, or entertainment, where innovation and nonconformity are valued. 10. Competitive spirit. Mars' competitive nature combined with Rahu's ambition can make you highly competitive in creative or recreational activities. You may thrive in situations where you can showcase your skills and outperform others. This competitiveness can be an asset in fields like sports, where the desire to win and excel is crucial. 11. Desire for freedom. Rahu's influence in the 5th house can create a strong desire for personal freedom and independence in creative pursuits and relationships. You may be resistant to traditional norms and may seek unconventional relationships or lifestyles that allow you to express your individuality fully. 12. Relationship dynamics. Mars and Rahu in the 5th house can lead to passionate and intense romantic relationships. However, there may also be a tendency towards drama and power struggles in relationships due to strong egos. It's important to work on healthy communication and cooperation with romantic partners to avoid conflicts. 13. Children and parenthood. This combination can bring a strong desire to have children, and you may take an active and passionate role in parenting. You might encourage your children to pursue their own unique talents and ambitions, fostering an environment of creativity and independence within your family. Keep in mind that the influence of Mars and Rahu in the 5th house can vary depending on the specific signs they are placed in, any aspects they make to other planets, and the overall energy of your entire birth chart. To gain a more precise and personalized understanding of how these planets affect your life, consulting with a professional astrologer is recommended. They can provide you with a detailed analysis tailored to your unique birth chart and life circumstances.